So, it's an age-old debate among Robot Combat fans. Which is better, spinners or wedges? Two very, very common designs. And so we thought we'd settle it once and for all in the most ridiculous way possible. We've got 4 spinners going up against 4 wedges, and here to meet them is Sarah.
Thank you, Bob. Right, representing Team Wedge Lords is Henry. So we've got Good Boy, 8-Bit Warrior, Big Wedge Energy, and Sir Lancer Frog repping it up for Team Wedge Lords. So what's your strategy? Out-wedge them?
Basically, out-wedge them. Spinners are vulnerable to getting breaking themselves on the wedges. We've got wedges here with a great reputation. 8-Bit Warrior seems to be able to break anything. Sir Lancer Frog has defeated robots like Ion and SCD in the past, some of the biggest spinners, so we're pretty confident with it, yeah.
Good luck, Team Wedge Lords. I'll try and get this right. This is Team Spinner. Captained by Rory. We have Mini Spinny. We have X301, which hasn't been seen on the show before. This belongs to Cosmin. We have Rev2 and Pinwheel. What's your tactic for this battle, Rory?
Well, I mean, there was some serious talk from the Wedgie boys, but I think we should just call it now, because based on power alone, we've got this fight. You know? I think there's a serious amount of destruction that's going to happen.
Shall we see what the audience thinks, how this battle is going to go? Give us a cheer if you think the Wedge boys are going to take it. And give us a cheer if you think the Spinners are going to take it. Let's get them into the arena.
Roboteers, get ready. Three, 2, 1, begin.
So the ideal tactic for a wedge against a spinner, I'm going to break your fist with my face.
X301 up in the corner,
Smashing!
smashing!
What on earth was that massive smash there? X301! What on earth was that? Someone just crashed out of the arena.
I think it was Big Wedge Energy just got launched out of the arena by X301, but in the
Mini
process,
Spinny.
X301 has killed itself, so that was a mutual destruction. Mini Spinny going for 8-Bit Warrior there by the pit.
This is insanity defined.
Good Boy on one wheel already, activate the pit, and he's taken out his teammate. Good Boy, what are you doing? 8-Bit Warrior's gone down the pit. We still have Sir Lancer Frog and Good Boy. Good Boy limping around the arena on one wheel. However, all the spinners are now hunting him. It's like a pack of hyenas.
Oh! What a gigantic hit there from Mini Spinny. It sent it careening across the arena. Now under pressure
Sparks
by Sir
flying
Lancer
everywhere.
Frog. It's like a fireworks display in the arena.
Oh, and Mini Spinny just owned itself. Got Rev2, which appears to have stopped spinning. Pinwheel, which has broken itself.
Protecting what's left of the wedge bots.
Oh.
Standing up well.
X301 hasn't moved since that massive hit on Big Wedge Energy.
That's Pinwheel there as well. They're long dead.
They've just parked up there. They're obviously not working. Rev2 trying to push Good Boy into the pit, while Sir Lancer Frog is trying to come in behind him and turn him over or repeat the performance and shove him into the pit himself. And it's something. Good Boy is gone.
Using the tried and tested tactic of being one sneaky boy, but it's not working.
Rev2 trying. If Rev2 can spin up, this could go really badly for Sir Lancer Frog. But it looks like that weapon has been disabled.
Lifting that jaw to try and use it like a clamp almost on Rev2.
Lancer Frog took some massive hits and it's barely even grazed it. It's amazing, that robot.
You can see the lance bent, buckled, still effective though.
Big chunks out of the front of the wedge on the front of Sir Lancer Frog, and he's still driving around and still getting underneath Rev2. Rev2 trying to keep that disc facing towards him and make it difficult for him. Lancer Frog trying the same tactic.
Taunting them, come and get me,
but
come and get me.
But it's not working. Rev2 is not outdone. Rev2 with for the Spinny Boys, pushing it into Sir Lancer Frog.
Oh, so close to going in.
Both of them levitating on the edge. Sir Lancer Frog moving around to get around the edge of the pit. And
Sir
moving
Lancer Frog
Rev2
for the wedges. Rev 2 for the spinners. It's turned into a pushing match.
Could Rev 2 actually push out of there and get back on it and push the Lancer Frog back
Stop
away from the
and
pit? But they
deactivate
appear to have
robots.
stopped.
They're both stuck together. What is this? A tie? No. Are we going to the judges?
All right, so let me start off by giving you this, because you're going to need it, because you've made a horrible mess in the arena, you and your team. Go on, so take that. Yeah, we're going to see you later. You're going to be brushing up.
I'll delegate.
Oh, have you delegated? That's fine. That was spectacular, wasn't it?
Thank you very much. I think so too. I mean, that was the first time this has been up to full speed in a competition.
And boy, was it worth it.
It's pretty hard to control though when it is. So, yeah. But it got some good hits.
Yeah, you were bouncing around everywhere. I think we got to give kudos to Rev 2. Yeah, it was hanging on in the end, trying to push the wedge in the pit. So trying to wedge a wedge. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Rev 2's the real hero of this match, at least for the spinner side.
That's reflected in the main competition results as well. But no, thanks, guys. Give it up for Team Spinner! Henry, so one of your wheels fell off right at the start, didn't it?
Yeah, one of the wheels did come off.
And it just went downhill from there, didn't it?
I mean, it stayed moving for a long time, but yeah, it didn't go well for Good Boy. But I think for the team, it went pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, again, Lancer Frog was kind of carrying you there, wasn't he?
He was. I mean, he's
Absolute trooper.
It is. It's one of those machines that it just doesn't seem to stop going, no matter what you do to it. Nick's built something that is like, I don't know what the frog word for a tank would be, like a frank, but I think that's taken.
Like a bullfrog or something like that.
Something like that. That's kind of essentially what Nick's built. He has built a robot that just keeps going, but they've managed to do some serious damage. They've chipped titanium, they've ripped plates off, but it was still going at the end, which, I mean, in my opinion, as a wedge lord, means surely we've won that, right?
Well, we're going to find out in a minute. I just want to have a word with Gus from Big Wedge Energy. You took flight.
Yeah, I mean, the robot's still in perfect working order, and the only damage is the tiniest ding right there.
Yeah, but you were absolutely launched out of the arena. That was pretty spectacular, right?
Yeah, but I could throw this back in the arena, and it would still keep going.
All right, we might have a rematch later on, because that was brilliant. Right. As we saw, the time ran out with Sir Lancer Frog and Rev 2 kind of as the only two surviving robots interlocked in a kind of death embrace. So there was no clear winner from the actual fight. So we're going to put it to the audience to decide, because we've only got one judge in the room at the minute. So, if you thought that Team Wedge won, give me a cheer. If you thought that Team Spinner won, give me a cheer. Right, I was gonna try and do that multiple times, but that was pretty clear. The winners are Team Wedge! Well, so that concludes the Spinner versus Wedge showdown. Give it up for both teams! All right, for our next Bugglebots special, it was supposed to be a Saw versus Saw matchup, but now it's Saw versus Saw and a wedge. Can you explain this, please, Nate? You won your fight for the USA in the internationals. Have you just got the thirst for blood now?
Yeah, I mean, I came across the Atlantic Ocean. I want to get more than one fight in. I'll take anyone on.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Right, so we have the two Saws. We have Nightingale, and we have Maximum Overdrive. How are you feeling, Sam?
Yeah, pretty good. I wanted to get a crack at this all weekend, and then Nate is just here too, so...
So you're going to take Nate out quickly and then focus on the real fight?
I'll just take anyone, whoever's in front.
All right, cool. And Team Nightingale, how are you feeling?
Yeah, all right. We've not really had an opportunity to get the saw working to its potential, so hopefully we fix that.
So are you going to focus on the other saw, and just let Nate try and spoil the party? Or are you going to focus on Nate so you can fight Ogre Drive on its own?
Well, I think the wedge has kind of invaded our party, so I think we're going to have to attack that one first.
All right, well, it's shaping up to be a great fight. Can we hear it up for all three teams? This is going to be good.
Roboteers, get ready. Three, two, one, begin.
Up spins that circular saw blade there of Nightingale as Maximum Ogre Drive comes in.
Maximum Ogre Drive with the pea green and white. Nightingale is the white and black with the blue arm.
All
and
three machines
Thunderchild
now on top of that pit, which isn't open at the moment, nor is it available, so they're safe there. But Nightingale don't stay too long on that
Nightingale appears to be stuck. It seems they've got wedged up a high and they've got high centre. They're getting
Pit.
traction. There they go.
Slowly but surely.
Just getting off of there in
Trying
time.
to get away. There's that articulated saw. Meanwhile, Maximum Ogre Drive bullied into the corner by that devastating wedge.
Ooh, so close. If they open the pit now, they're going to lose Nightingale. But Ogre Drive clamping on Nightingale, accidentally saving it, but in the process getting it lined up perfectly for their saw.
Three of them together in that top corner of the arena. Nightingale.
Thunderchild getting out of there nice and quick. Oh,
Double KO!
out of nowhere, Thunderchild inserting itself, getting maximum power in the drive and sending both Thorbots into the pit.
Well, you said at the start that you wanted to get a chance to see your spinner in action. Did that feel like a good chance to see it in use?
Yeah, it's worked a lot better than it has throughout the competition. I'm a bit disappointed because I made a load of these wheels because I expected to be hit on the wheel a lot by a lot of the spinners, and that's the first wheel we've lost. So I'm quite disappointed with the lack of destruction.
Oh well, I mean, when the two of you had Thunderchild between the two of you, did you think, okay, like a rudimentary alliance has been formed, and then Sam just backstabs you on that, didn't he?
Yeah, I kind of feel a little bit betrayed.
This was okay. Well, thank you very much for participating. Can we give it up for Nightingale? Come on, Ham. So, did you not see him behind you as you tried to push Nightingale into the pit?
I just thought he wouldn't, backstab me like that. But then I backstabbed Nightingale, but I thought Nate was a better man than me.
I didn't realize you'd made an arrangement with Nate. I thought this was to you. To be honest, I'm not sure what was supposed to be going on in that fight. But how did that feel?
Yeah, it was good. I just wanted to go and just, you give the saw a bit of a workout. It did quite a bit of damage, so I'm happy.
So you happy with it, man? All right, awesome. Give it up for Maximum Ogre Drive. So the saw versus saw match was won by a wedge. How does that feel then? You are 2 for 2 in the specials, so you've got to come back for the main competition next time, surely.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. So was it good? Like that final pitting maneuver, it was good to get 2 for 1.
Yeah, I was actually really nervous because if you before it started, both bots were angled towards me, so I figured they were just gonna gang up on me, which they did once, but then they started fighting each other, and I just took advantage of that.
You sneaky boy! But oh well, it doesn't matter. You won. Give it up for Thunderchild. So I think if we've learned anything from these specials is that in any fight, never write off the wedges because they will always crash your party. This has been the Saw versus Wedge special fight. Thank you very much, everybody. All around me are familiar faces. You've been seeing these two in every fight. They are our referees. They're both robot fighters in their own right, and so they wanted a chance to get in on the action, so they have been lent robots by our other competitors, and they're about to have a fight, presumably with no referees. It's going to be street Bugglebots. So, Shane, you've been lent sore loser. You've got to be feeling pretty confident. Like, this has been one of the best bots in the competition.
This has been one of the most impressive robots here, and I'm just grateful for Alex for letting me drive it in this Ref Rumble.
Excellent. Tim, by contrast, you've got the Berg. So you're going up against Sore Loser with a bot that I don't think has won a fight in this whole event. Although I think it's a bit fitting. You've been having run-ins with Charlie and Team the Berg the whole way through. So I think it's only fitting that you smash up their bot for them.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much how it goes. Yeah, I threw him out a few hours ago, and I think he bumped his head, so I just searched his pockets and I found this. So,
are you going to be all right? Are you going to be all right driving it?
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not backing you in this. This is.
I'm not backing me in this.
All right, well, let's get him in the arena. Give it up for the referees.
Roboteers, get ready.
Easy, boy, easy.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Up spins the weapons and Sore Loser up onto its side. They're gyro dancing up and over.
All competition, these referees have been keeping order, and now they've got a lot of bent-up frustration to unleash.
Few sparks being thrown there as blades are exchanged. Sore Loser, you can see just how difficult it is to control whenever that weapon is spinning. So fair credit to Alex Mordew for controlling it so well during the main competition.
The Berg there being driven by Tim is down to one wheel already. They really needed to work on that.
I've literally only got left.
The Berg here just spinning round in circle with that drum at full tilt. If Sore Loser gets into that drum, it could suffer some major damage.
Give me a minute.
Or it could damage itself, throwing itself up and over there as it came in for an attack. But using the arm, stylishly self-riding, good control.
The Berg there using the gyroscopic forces of the drum spinning to actually pivot the whole robot onto the working wheel and just maneuver across the arena.
I'm sure Tim from Concussion has had many a night where he's had to deal with the room spinning.
Tim's had many a night where he's had to deal with a robot spinning, if memory serves. Tim there trying to maneuver a half-crippled robot into the side of
just
Sore Loser.
me, or is Sore Loser having difficulty with its own drive now?
I think you might be right there, Stephen. He appears to have one side, similar issue, one-sided drive just isn't working. Remember, in the five-way for the final...
Oh, that was a nice maneuver.
Out of nowhere, the Berg has now got full power and a massive hit!
Massive hit, straight up the backside there, and Sore Loser.
Right into the body of Sore Loser.
Thrown up and over.
Sore Loser there, definitely taking damage. Sore Loser is still not really recovered from the damage it took from Maximum Ogre Drive in the five-way melee to get into the main competition. The weapon working, but the Berg has still got more maneuverability, and Sore Loser appears to have stopped.
It's great to see the ingenuity whenever Roboteers are put in a tight spot. How do they recover from having one side of their machine immobilized?
Another big hit on the side of Sore Loser. Sore Loser flipping itself up off with the gyroscopic forces of the disc.
But almost for a second there, beaching themselves on the sidewall as more sparks are thrown.
The Berg smashing in. Remember, the Berg's drum is going to be going down now because it's upside down. But at the moment, Sore Loser isn't moving at all and would be being counted down if the referees weren't busy driving.
The sweet irony. I love it.
And I think that's been a win for the Berg and Tim Rackers of Concussion.
And here's hoping that Shane is not a Sore Loser.
Whilst that fight did end decisively, we're going to come towards the judges because I want their opinion on that fight. So we're going to come to Ian first. One of the categories that you judge on is control. There wasn't a lot of it in that fight, was there?
Well, I decided that they actually hadn't gone in there for a fight. I actually decided they'd gone in there for a dance.
You've just stolen my line for the interview later.
Sorry, but that's what it looked like. I mean, there was some beautiful dancing in there from two very nice robots. So I stopped judging it as a fight and I started looking at it as a dance-off.
So is it a 10 from you, Ian?
Probably 8.5, 8.5.
Oh, that's not bad, actually. I can have a cheer. We'll have a cheer for that. Or not. Kane, so how do you rate the dancing?
Well, actually, I think at that point we saw the Berg performing quite well, so maybe that's just a driver issue they've got.
I'm sure Charlie will have something to say about that.
I'm sure he will, and maybe we'll have to get Tim involved in that as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay, excellent. Anita, what did you make of that fight then?
It was a completely new approach to what you could do with a spinner. And I would love to see them back, the two of them, like a duo, and do the a synchronic dance.
Yeah, we can get them doing a samba next time. That'll be pretty good.
Put a little music under it.
Can we do that in post-production? That'd be amazing. All right, thanks very much, judges. Give it up for the judges. All right, so Shane, pre-fight, we thought you had this in the bag, but you just couldn't control it, could you?
This machine is mental. I don't know how Alex drives it so well. Yeah, there's so many things to think about. The spinner, the lifter, the drive, and then the drive just stopped. There's a nasty gouge in the back where he's split the back panel in half, so he may have caught some wires which disabled the drive. So yeah.
I mean, I just want to. You say you mentioned Alex's driving. The first time he spun that weapon up to full speed and drove it was his first fight in the competition. So I don't think that's an excuse, really.
It was worth a try.
Yeah, it was, and it was great fun, right, Tim? You did what Team Berg couldn't do, and won a fight with the Berg. So that's got to be. Oh, here comes trouble.
Okay, Tim. I'd like to apologise for insulting you and Concussion earlier. However, this has been a long time coming. Okay, hold this for me.
I'll get you.
That's easy as that then, Tim.
Yeah, it was all right. When it worked, yeah, it was great.
So do you have fun with that?
Yeah, genuinely. They've done quite well here. I know that sort of things changed last minute for them, so I know we took the Mickey out of this over the weekend, but no, it's a pretty solid little bite, actually, in all fairness.
And nice to get one over on Shane?
Yeah.
Good. Is it? Right, excellent. Right, I'll let you two get back to refereeing. Give it up for your referees! All right, so stood to my left here is a gentleman who you won't have seen much of because he's behind the scenes. This is our director, Joe. That's a pretty big robot you're holding there.
Yeah, so this is a featherweight. It's the weight class up from Beetles. It's normally about 30 pounds or 13 kilograms, but this guy is 8 kilograms.
And what's his name?
His name is Crabsolutely Clawful.
I've got nothing to say about that name. But this whole competition's about beetle weights, so why have we got a featherweight here?
So we have a tradition in Bristol where we like to do a thing called boss fight. It's basically one from the weight class above against a bunch of the weight class below.
So do you want to meet your opponents?
I'd love to.
All right, so heading up, Team Bugglebots against Team Crabbots, we have Tom and Drizzle. So how are you feeling? Are you confident in your team? So who have we got? We got Drizzle, we've got Zero Gravitas, we've got Sir Lancer Frog, we've got Angst, we've got Thunderchild, and Snippers McGee. Is that a good squad?
Yeah, we are Team Crab Smasher, and we're about to turn that crab into paste.
Ooh, fighting talk. Are you going to give them the snip, Joe?
Yeah, so it survived not becoming crab paste for a whole 4-day competition recently. So I think I can take on a few little boys like these. Yeah, definitely.
Ooh. Well, shall we settle it in the arena? Load it up, guys. Give it up for Crabsolutely Clawful and Team Crab Smasher. There we go.
Roboteers, get ready. Three, 2, 1, begin.
Well, this is going to end well, isn't it? Oh, immediately the top bottle taken off. Oh, that's brilliant.
The arena's got crabs.
Beetle weight machine.
The beetle weights are trying to get in there. The crab is just spinning around.
Look at this.
Mental.
Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
That's Drizzle taken out in the corner because Drizzle is just Drizzle. So now Anks is sitting there going, Drizzle, what are you doing, you fool?
That's wild.
And Anks have disabled themselves. Oh, they've sorted them lives out. There we go. The crab is giving Snippers McGee a nice big hug.
And dump them down the pit. There you go. Could Crabsolutely Clawful even fit in the pit? Look at this, here we go, there's another one, down you go.
And, now the crab is caught on the pit. Oh, he's got himself out. Drizzle's back up, right? And Drizzle's having a good go at trying to batter into it, but the crab, as he's got hold of him, is just like, nope, you're going down too, son.
The top panel came off.
Oh, Angst is now jumping in at the top of the crab. So Lancer Frog is stuck in the corner. I think something's happened to him. Thunderchild is just running around trying. Thunderchild pushing Crabsolutely Clawful.
Almost got another one there.
Thunderchild is going for anything with a pulse. Go for the red thing. There you go.
No.
Thunderchild trying to get in round the side of Crabsolutely Clawful. Really,
Crabsolutely Clawful
nice burst
almost
of speed there.
throwing that machine across the arena floor there.
Crabsolutely Clawful, so much
like
bigger than these robots.
1-2
8
punch
times the
there.
size of the beetle weights, ladies and gentlemen.
It's ready again.
Oh,
There's
and the
Angst.
crab's going for the hug of doom.
There we go.
He's got the hug. Oh no!
Angst.
Angst is gone, so it's down to Thunderchild versus the crab.
Oh, Santa Claus way out of the pit.
This is one of those situations where you really... Oh!
There we are.
And it's a win for Crabsolutely Clawful. Victory goes to the crustacean indeed.
Shocker. Shell shocker.
This doesn't work so well at this weight class. I agree.
Right, so we're going to come to you first, Joe. That wasn't really a fight. That was just a bullying session, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've never won a fight with that bot before, so I thought this is the way to get an opportunity to win once.
I think that's just cheating. Did you get them all in the pit in the end? I couldn't see from where I was sat.
I think I just about did, but Nate always had me. It was in the last minute, and he actually beached me for a minute with his bot, which is like, an eighth of the weight of mine, so that's incredible.
That is pretty good going. You got them all in the pit. I would say let's have a cheer for you, but you just squashed all their bots. Can we have a boo? That's good.
Absolutely crap.
Right, Tom, Drizzle personally took a backhand to the face in that. But you got up again, and you spun up again, and then ended up in the pit with the rest of your team. Are you proud with how your team fought, though?
I think we did pretty well. It went a bit clawful at the end there, but it was all right. We did okay, I think.
Yeah, okay, all right. You've also got me wearing this ridiculous headpiece. No, they are cool. They are cool. Right, so I think we're going to leave that there. Can we give it up for Crabsolutely Clawful and for the Crab Smashers? This has been mostly a serious competition, you think?
3, 2, 1.
When I say we, you say woo. We. Woo. We. Woo. When I say we, you say woo. We. Woo. We. Woo. We. Woo.
Okay, so this is the end of day one of Bugglebots, and Bob, you okay?
Oh, mate, I'm absolutely mint. Oh, that was so good. We've got a whole nother day of this tomorrow, and I'm not sure my body can cope. This is too much. That was amazing. Oh, just leave me. I'll be all right. I'll see you in the pub.
Okay.
I've not stopped talking for the whole weekend, and I've got. Can someone get me a gin? Just a pint of gin. I'm kidding.